The following program was paid for by Southern American Media. Fox 30 WGBC invites you to the talk of all the towns in East Mississippi and West Alabama. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Candace.
And good morning from Scotty Ray and Candace. We were reminiscing, and I almost forgot we needed to go live and be on television.
Yeah. Get to talking, and you just lose track of time.
Old Dwight Yoakam songs. Who remembers I Got You? I was discussing that with the new band in the studio this morning, and the house band. As we glance over there they are over there just sitting.
One of them, where'd the other one go?
Yeah.
He's a hiding. Let's move it over here where y'all can see the other one over there. There he is. He's back there at the back.
Got the Bob Burns used to play with Leonard Skinner. That's him right there.
That's it. He's hiding back there by the map where we can point out where the latest shootings happen. You just point in any direction, you'll be right.
The truth.
But we were talking about that old Dwight Yoakam song that he had, "I Got You," when they were turning off everything and his next 10 gallons of gas won't be going in his truck. The bank done took it.
Something about the pawn shop and some little fella named Saul.
Yeah, had to buy back dang near everything I own. Yeah, that was good music back in the day.
Good stuff about that time.
He sure did. Dwight Yoakam is who he was. Britt Gully and a Sugarlock Slim. And I wanted to, Britt, maybe you remember this. Pull that microphone up where we hear you a little bit more there, Britt. Do you remember back in the day, what's his face, Farewell Party, Gene Watson had a song called Savannah Slim. Everybody needs a hero. Mine was Savannah Slim. And I keep, every time
Come up with that.
Sugarlock Slim over there, I keep thinking of that song.
Well, Sugarlock sounds way cooler than Savannah.
Yeah.
There you go. Sugarlock Slim.
A lot cooler place than Savannah, too.
That's true, yeah.
The Jernigans hail from Sugarlock. That's the ancestral home.
And I know a whole heap of
that Monica. I told you needed to name the band that when you and Locke were playing around. That's your name right there, man. They
It
didn't
is.
listen to me, so I call them that all the time now. If you don't start using it, I'm going to name the band that.
I think I'm called that more than I'm called Joseph. So I think Dad calls me that more than he calls me Joseph.
Yeah,
now,
every time
so.
he sends me some kind of message about what you doing or some kind of questions, Slim said, Slim said.
it catches. It's funny how a nickname will catch on, and you're branded with it from then on. We're trying to come up with one for Candace as we speak.
We'll have one.
My daddy had a nickname for me. I think you
What'd he
made fun
call
of it
you?
before, though. Tootie. That was what my daddy called me throughout my life.
We can probably beat that, but we'll go with that if you want to.
Tootie.
That's just what my daddy called me.
Tootie. There's probably a meaning behind that we don't want to know. We'll leave it at that this morning.
I doubt it. I don't know why he called me that, but he did.
Ooh.
So,
Lots going on in the community as we start out. Let's just first take a look at Birmingham, Alabama, as we talk about a few things. Birmingham, 4 homicides in 4 hours in Birmingham overnight. 4 hours, 4 dead. Let's be thankful we're not sitting in Birmingham this morning. They've got a lot of work to take care of over there. Well, I think I'll be trying to go around that on 459 next time I go through there. We go to Clark County as we start out this morning. Clark County Hot Topics letting us know that out on County Road 322, we've had a little theft taken or happen. As we pull this up, let me hit a button here so everybody can see here in case they bump into this today. But a 4-wheeler was stolen in Clark County yesterday, and this is a picture of it here as we show this. And we don't like for things to be stolen also. We like to spread the word where you can get a better look at that. If you happen to bump into that, somebody trying to make you a great deal on it today, it's probably hot. Get in touch with Clark County Sheriff's Department. You can do that by calling 776-5252. Not sure if Todd's going to answer, but he'll have somebody answer it for you.
yeah, they'll take care of it for you.
Have mercy there. Now, one of the big things that happened last night, as we often find out what goes on in the Meridian area, is gunshots took place. This time, a little bit more serious, as they actually hit what they were aiming at. As we pull this up and take a look, this would be one person was shot last night. It would be in the area of 42nd Avenue and the 2300 block of 42nd Avenue. As we pull this up to take a look, here's Highland Park. It would be just north of there on 23rd, right there. House was hit, got several bullets, and somebody was hit in the hand with gunfire. Now, that's your district, and that's going to be your city councilman. Call them today and discuss it. I don't have it in front of me which district that is, but we'll find that out where you can call them and say, I don't like it.
Yeah.
We need this stuff to stop.
These people just love to shoot, don't they?
They do.
It's a daily thing.
But someone injured this time. Now, it could have been a whole lot worse than just a hand wound. It was not life-threatening. I don't want anybody to take me wrong, but still, someone hurt. We want you to know about what goes on, what happens after dark. Now, I posted this just a little bit ago, and in the wee hours of the morning, you don't always know what goes on down the street from you. Let me find here and find what I'm looking for here. Downtown Meridian was the scene of a little fire that went on. Well, actually, it was no fire. Let me back up. It was smoke. Smoke Rings in the Dark was a song, and that's what we had there. This was the scene near the Riley Center this morning. It was reported that somebody saw smoke. The Meridian Fire Department came down, ended up being nothing in the end. It was a pipe on top of a ceiling making some smoke, some form of exhaust, but it had all the boys out with the Meridian Fire Department early this morning there. The street was blocked off, and it did look like something serious happening.
Yeah. Thank goodness it wasn't. That would have been awful.
Especially in that little district there.
Yes, that would have been horrible.
So thank heavens it was not what we thought it was there. That's the good news that came out of that overnight. Let's go down to that town. Still can't get over another shooting there. As we look at accident after accident yesterday.
It was. And, you know, we had some rain yesterday that happened. Gosh, I hope everybody's careful today, by the way. It's so foggy outside.
And we got fog this morning.
Extra careful.
And then as you bring up that rain, it's going to come back again. We got a 60% chance this afternoon after 3 o'clock. What does that tell you? When you're getting off work and you're trying to get where you're going, the roads could be slick again. Right. One of the scariest ones that come about yesterday was this incident here out on Highway 11 and 80. As we look at this, I got word there's an 18-wheeler, there's a car involved. And when those two words are normally mentioned, it ain't pretty. Mm-hmm. It ended up not being near what we thought it was. We had a mail truck that was stopping to put some mail in, 18-wheeler slowing down, and then a car put on its brakes and it skid up faster and it hit the back of the 18-wheeler. I think everybody was checked out at the scene, but not near what we thought it was going to be. Thank heavens.
Yes.
I didn't, as always, we try to get that information to you as fast as we can. Also over at 18th Avenue, right down from the hospitals, had some bumps there.
Mm. You know, yesterday, I want to say yesterday morning, my daughter was coming home from work and I see a comment, somebody was going the wrong way on these streets. That yesterday happened. There was somebody going the wrong way that my daughter saw. And she said she thought he was fixing to turn off on a road, but you know that happens all the time. People who are not familiar with our streets in town and stuff that are one-way streets.
And I'll say this, and occasionally I post it when I have time. Now, every person that's ever called me and give me this information, they've called the police first. But if somebody calls me, I almost feel a responsibility if they tell me, "Hey, I just passed somebody on I-20 headed in the wrong direction." I cannot tell you how many times that happens. Or on Highway 19, somebody comes out and they get confused as to where they are.
Yeah.
It's not always drinking and driving or anything like that. It's just they get confused.
Right.
And I try to get that information out as quick as we can in case you're in that area, because we don't want any accidents to happen. But always, as they do, call the Meridian Police Department or the Sheriff's Department. Let them know. Highway Patrol, somebody.
Right.
Now,
Scary.
again, as we know that there's a lack of officers, you can't always get there as quickly as we would like to. They work as hard as they can to get to these situations as they come about. Shad White's been busy. We talked about this. He's made another arrest down in Jones County. And this was the deal to where supervisors was using county products for their personal businesses. And they made another arrest on this and asked for some money back. Monkeypox brought this up also this morning. If you were here, joined us for the first show at 6:30. 8th case in the state of Mississippi, and there's rumor that this number may move to 11. And they are setting up to where you can go down to your local health department and get a vaccine for it if you care to. And they give a list here of just everybody that is. And Lauderdale County, there's only like 6 counties that are doing this. Lauderdale County is one of them that is getting this, that can go in and do this. We've got
vaccine.
Yeah,
Is that what you're
right there is the only counties right now: Lee, Panola, LaFleur, Lowndes, Lauderdale, Adams, Hinds, Forest, and Harrison County. Now, does that tell us that there's more of a chance in our area? I don't know. I'm just telling you these are the first counties that it's available in.
Okay.
And I went over the list earlier this morning of who might be wanting to get a shot. We won't go over that again, but you can find all that on the Mississippi Health Department website, and it'll tell you as you get into all of that there. But
Now I wonder if the shot is supposed to keep you from getting it, or is it supposed to be like not as bad if you get the shot? I mean, I would like to. I'm gonna research that.
you do that because I don't know enough about it to go into great detail as to what they're expecting on that. But look at that. We do have a lot of fog this morning as you're waking up. We are going to get to about 90 degrees. Heat index will jump where yesterday it wasn't even into play. 97 today, Candace.
Goodness, I was hoping those days were behind us, but I guess not.
No, we're not. I figure about December 24th, we can probably say that.
You never know. I've seen us wearing shorts at Christmas
I'm
time.
dreaming of a hot Christmas.
Yeah, that's the new hit there. We may have to sing that this morning.
It's nothing worse though than a hot Christmas.
I know. It just takes that Christmassy.
It just takes all the fun out of Christmas
We'll
as
have
far
to-
as like it's supposed to be cold at Christmas.
I can't even really remember in my mind of actually having a white Christmas here.
I think we did one time that I can remember. Maybe once, maybe twice. I don't know, but I know one time we did. So
They're far and few between. That is for sure there. More on the way as we start your Friday morning. We're so glad that you joined us. Thank you so much. We got some entertainment coming up next as Sugarlock Slim is going to do some backup here for the Britt Gully Band. All that's coming up. They're going to tell us about where they're headed to and what kind of music we got coming up right around the corner. Y'all don't rush off. Spring is here, and it's time to quit spending all of your weekend cutting grass when you could step up to a Skag zero-turn mower. Freeman Tractor in Collinsville has the #1 rated zero-turn mower, Skag, with cutting widths from 36 inches to 72 inches. Skag, the #1 choice of professional landscapers because they know nothing outcuts or outlasts a Skag. 0% financing for 48 months with payments starting as low as $129 a month. Stop by Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 and see coleslaw or buttermilk. If you're looking for a deal, go to Facebook and type in East Mississippi Online Marketplace. Scroll through all of the pictures that are there and pick the item that you want to bid on. Bids end on Wednesday night and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. And the winning bid can pick up the product the next day. Again, it's easy to do. Go to Facebook, type in East Mississippi Online Marketplace, and find the items that you want to bid on and save a bunch of money. That's 2 different auctions, Wednesday and Sunday night. Both sales end at 8 p.m. As the days get hotter, Sanders Gas reminds you to get your air conditioner tuned up. Sanders Gas can repair or replace your whole unit, whichever you need. Talk to Sanders about a tankless water heater now and never run out of hot water. Find out how easy and affordable it is to cook on gas stoves. And those backyard barbecues are coming. Don't run out of gas. Get yours refilled today. Sanders Gas, since 1946, 611 26th Avenue South, 601-693-4054. Welcome back,
Hello.
Scotty Ray and Candace, as we start today. We were asking the Britt Gully Band over here as we were discussing Dick Cheney.
yeah, has anybody seen the Dick Cheney commercial for his daughter Liz?
It's pretty bad.
It is. I mean, it's
Vote for
really
Liz.
bad too that it comes out when he goes, she's going to do everything in her power to make sure that Donald Trump's not really. And then now they have all this other mess out with him getting raided and everything. Doesn't look real good. But yeah,
She's not a big fan of a lot of people. People are not.
No.
She thinks a lot more of herself than others do, so to speak.
right.
We also were talking. Who was it? Dick Cheney that got hit with the birdshot, or did he shoot someone?
Some kind of deal like that. Some
Yeah.
reckless gunplay. We're out bird hunting. Did
I think-
Junior Bush might have shot him, or did he shoot somebody?
I think he shot somebody. But y'all think back on that. That's been a while since it
Yeah, it
happened.
has been a while.
He was
How
bird
long ago
hunting
was
and-
that he was? How long ago was that?
10 years or better.
Years ago.
More than that.
Yeah, because Obama was in office 8 years, so it had to be before that. He shot someone, Bill said.
Okay.
I thought so. Climbing under a barbed wire fence or something like that, supposedly, and the gun went off. What you got? If you ever pheasant hunt, you have to be real careful. I know somebody else that done that before. It'll.
look-
Just woke up.
See,
That commercial doesn't do him any justice for sure that he's on.
He ain't
But-
working, I can tell you that.
Nope, it's not. Kevin Costner not gaining a lot of fans over his endorsement of her either. A lot of
his
folks still
shirt.
love his show, but say, yeah, that's not swaying my vote.
Yeah.
Well, think about that. Where y'all headed to, Britt? What are y'all up to this morning?
Well,
Are you lost? Glad you stopped by.
headed back to the pea patch in a little bit, I guess. Just Sugar Like Slim here is going off to college.
Woo!
Next
And-
Thursday.
And his greatest ambition in life is to be on Scotty Ray show before he headed off to college, so he'd have something to tell everybody about.
So we just make dreams come true. Where you headed off to college at?
I'm going to Middle Tennessee State University in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, I know where exactly
right.
that is.
I'm doing media management.
That's great.
They got a few more buildings than we got here. You be careful if they get lost.
I'm excited about it.
Think so? Well,
That's
y'all
always an
gonna
exciting time.
what the
Getting ready to
college?
getting ready to go off, kind of on your own and everything. Yeah, go off to college.
It's real fun till you
First
get
time
that,
on the way, so-
till you get that first bill and they say we need you to pay this for you can stay a little bit
Oh,
longer.
yeah.
Y'all gonna do us a song, Britt?
Do one. Kimberly Jean was sort of awake and sort of halfway not, so maybe I'll do the one I wrote her for her birthday a few years ago, and that'll wake her on up.
Uh-oh. What's the name of this here song?
South Virginia Sweet Thing.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, a love song.
But yes, her being a South Virginian and a sweet thing sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, she's always a South Virginian. She's a sweet thing most of the time, would you say?
Most of the time.
She said sail from the old Dominion, a mermaid in cowgirl shoes. Well, she loves it where she's planted, but she keeps them homesick blues. Well, she knew all along I'd find her. It just took a little while. Well, I got a South Virginia sweet thing steady on my mind. We deemed it necessary, loving all the while. We've set aside our hair on outs for making up lost time. That don't leave much room for rambling, unless she's by my side. Well, I got a South Virginia sweet thing steady on my mind. Horn section now. Well, I'm way down deep in Dixie, beat that Mississippi sun, singing loud for nobody much, but I finally found the one. When she thinks it's time to travel, we just saddle up and ride. Well, I got a South Virginia sweet thing steady on my mind. We deemed it necessary, loving all the while. We've set aside our hair on ours, making up lost time. That don't leave much room for rambling. Yeah, she's by my side. Well, I got a South Virginia sweet thing, and she's steady on my mind. Lord, Lord. She bakes me them chocolate pies and that Brunswick County stew. Counting blessings on our porch swing neath the Mississippi moon. I believe we've got this figured out and it's all gonna be just fine. I got a South Virginia sweet thing steady on my mind. Well, I believe we've got this figured out and it's all gonna be just fine. I got a South Virginia sweet thing and she's steady on my mind.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that may have been a South Virginia sweet thing.
I believe that might have been it.
I think she's awake too. She said,
She's-
"I'm here sometimes."
Yeah.
Yeah, good. She
There she is.
dozing back off.
Yeah, a lot of
tending
folks.
to cats and shelling bees,
That takes talent to do all that.
making biscuits, frying ham. making
Yeah. Tony Keller asked me if he was in jail. I don't think so. You can comment all you want there. We appreciate that. Dale Wood checking in with us this morning, saying they love it there.
Yeah.
And we did get a lot of comments back up here as we go back to check on. It was 2006 that the quail hunt happened. Mary Havard said.
Okay.
And Marcus Gully up in Kemper County says it was Harry Whittington that Dick shot.
Now,
It'd been a while since all that
I know
happened.
Some of the Whittingtons and the ones I know wouldn't put up with being shot by Dick James.
It'd been a whooping there by the barbed wire fence.
I know them shoot back Whittingtons.
That's right.
Oh goodness.
Now
That was great though, y'all.
Now, Sugar Like Slim, your aunt is who?
Allison Newell.
What?
I
That
think
girl.
she said something down there at the bottom.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell on Allison.
There she is.
She's tough, y'all. I seen her whooping old girl one time because she winked at her boyfriend.
Oh goodness.
If Allison whooped her, she had it coming.
Love me
She's
some
They probably
Allison.
She's a
needed her.
peaceful
She did
girl.
that.
I know Allison. I know Renee. I know
Okay.
Renee.
You got a whole bunch of kin folks
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
I went to school with Crow.
Yeah.
That's Joseph's daddy. And I went to school with Mike a little bit too. Boots, we call him. So yeah, I think I'm an
They all
honor.
got nicknames.
I'm an honorary journeyman sometimes.
You got to be there. So, Britt, where are you going to be at next? We hadn't heard where you've been playing. What you up to?
Well, Saturday night we're playing at the Brick House out in the courtyard. Me and Joseph and Lonesome John Elmore. So that sounds like that's going to be a good thing. John stays gone so much it's hard to get him in on stuff. But he's in this weekend, so we planning on hitting a big lick out there.
Y'all need to play next Saturday night too there, cause we'll have having our class reunion next door.
Oh, are you?
We'll have to
Be a good
skip
night
on
for
over
it
there.
then.
Yeah.
So, how many years? 48?
30 years. West Lauderdale. Yeah.
That friends, I'm telling y'all,
Yeah.
you graduate in 2 years. Next thing you know, it has been 30.
It flies by.
I've got
so
30-year-old
fast.
music. Y'all should have hired a band for that.
See,
We had a band last time. And,
Big fight?
No, we just decided this year it was going to be kind of a little simpler, and we figured there'd be somebody playing, somewhere. So I wish you'd be playing next weekend, though, too.
Well,
See if you can arrange that, Britt.
What we got next weekend?
I know that before long, the Reeves brothers are going to be coming to town. You're going to be helping out with them, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. The Reeves Brothers. What a band that is. And they're fixing to bust Narkita wide open. They play all over the place. California, Texas, out west. And one of their favorite gigs anywhere on the planet Earth is Narkita.
And they're coming back.
And it's been a year before COVID. I think they shut Narkita down for COVID for a while, and they'll be back September the 3rd. And they called me the other day, want to know, will you come and open the show for us? So, yeah, maybe. Let's see. So
y'all
that's the
headed.
plan.
Oh, I hope it's
So
a good
I'm
show.
looking forward to that. They always, everywhere they go, they fill the house up. And what a band. And they're coming from that sort of California country kind of angle on stuff.
Right.
From the 70s kind of saying that Cole Reeves has written a new song, She Don't Want a Cowboy.
Oh, she don't.
They got that, no, not for long, but well, they all think they do for a little while. It's a great song, and that's their new single they've got out. So y'all call the radio station and request that thing. It's real good.
I did see where, and I got pictures of the situation to prove it. And I posted one of those where you and McQuaig were up in the Neshoba County Fair singing some, what was that, Prince y'all were doing there.
Yeah. We do a good bit of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And
Sounds good.
I think the next song we done Scott rapped a little bit on. It was all right. Heavy metal hillbillies is what we call in the band.
Heavy metal hillbilly. But always, the fair is always such a great time. And y'all been doing that 20 plus years, I think.
It's a long time, and Scott's done it every year. I've missed a few years, but started out Gerald Mills hired us for his cabin to play up there. And I think me and John Elmore and Scott done some stuff up there. And now Scott's got a cabin of his own, and right there beside Gerald's cabin.
So you can just kind of walk.
It was a pretty
across.
big throwdown up there this year. A bunch of folks, and we have a
Good.
big time. It's
Yeah.
all you see, folks you hadn't seen in a year or so up there. Is the main thing about it.
Scott was letting us know there, if you don't have a class reunion, no bail money is involved, it's not a good class reunion. That happens there. You know, I was looking around at this, and this shows the state of America. As we look down to New Orleans, of course, New Orleans has just really gone, I guess you could call it, to the left. A police officer out riding his bicycle, trying to lose a little weight, get in shape. What happened? He got robbed, mugged right there on his bicycle in front of God and everybody.
Goodness.
Crazy.
That's bad when the police officers get it
So
also.
much thuggery going on.
Look, my husband was watching a video last night of a woman got robbed holding her baby in her arms and with the other one, like,
On her hip.
no, holding her hand of one and a baby on her hip, and they robbed her. I mean, people just
You know
have
where
no-
that was at? Where it was from?
I don't. He didn't tell me where, but I mean, nowadays it could be right here in our own town. Who
It
knows,
could
you
be
know?
there.
I mean, people have no mercy anymore.
That we hope America gets turned around. That's an example of what's happening. A screenshot of America. As I brought up Birmingham, 4 murders in 4 hours. Come on, we want to get you to write a song about all that
They
one day,
don't-
there, Britt.
If the law don't get a lid on this, folks will go to taking matters into their own hands, and vigilantism is not a pretty thing either.
No, it's not.
After
Well,
it gets going, so
When they started
something's gotta
wavering,
give.
yeah, well, when they took God out of everything, number one, when they started, or of a lot of stuff, not everything, but when they started wavering on our Constitution, you know, letting things slide and changing things around and all that. I mean, if you don't go by that, why you think anybody's going to go by the law? You know.
True, but boy, we know how that ending chapter is in that
Yeah.
good book, and I guess all of this has to happen to get there. We just don't want it to happen just
There
yet.
is a trump card that will be played one of these days,
It will be.
and we win.
We
But
hope
you got to
every-
swim through to get there.
Yep.
That's right. We all swimmins, as they say right now. I ain't very good at that, by the way. Colorado, have y'all seen this? And they're trying to help. Colorado's a beautiful state. They just in these bigger cities think a little bit different than the other
Yeah.
folks that live out in the county. But they are axing tax on diapers to try to help families right now that are struggling, trying to make it by as prices have gone up.
Diapers.
Diapers. You get 3 or 4 kids up in the house, have to buy that many a week.
Diapers are expensive. Formula is outrageously expensive.
Isn't it like $50 for a small
Well,
thing?
I
nowadays?
think my daughter gets a tall can of it. It's like $35 for just the can, and that only lasts, you know, maybe a week or so. I don't even know if it lasts that long.
Pretty rough there as Americans are strapped for cash as things like this keep coming across us.
Yeah.
And y'all be ready for this. And you brought this up to me yesterday, and I saw a glimpse of it. I don't have it in front of me, and I wish I did have it to read it. As they are hiring a lot of more IRS agents.
Yes.
And they're saying pretty much if you make less than $75,000 a year, get ready. They're hiring a bunch of folks to come investigate your taxes.
Right.
And that's the folks that ain't got much to begin with.
Look, I mean, and they're just struggling, trying to get by. I mean, people. I went to the dollar store. Used to, you could go to the dollar store and you felt like you were saving some money. Went to the dollar store the other day. I got just like, I mean, you could have fit everything I got in one little square.
Mm-hmm.
It was like $50, and it wasn't even anything big. I don't know how people are doing it, really.
Some ice cream sandwiches and some fruity tooties, I guess, is what
Yeah,
you were
that's
eating
what
there.
I got. No, but a can of coffee at the dollar store was $10. Just
Jumping
a
up
small
there.
can of coffee. Yeah.
You
It
know,
costs so much to get everything everywhere that they've done away with our oil production, and you got to buy it from somewhere else, and it's went up so high. And
that's true.
Yeah,
Now-
I had heard they were going to target like small businesses
They are.
possibly and
It's-
stuff like that. The ones that are struggling to try to get their feet back underneath them from the pandemic.
Now, what is scary is you get into that and you look at the job requirements of IRS agents. It even got down in there to where it says, can you use a gun?
Yeah, got to be
Or-
willing to shoot somebody.
Yeah, it said that. IRS. Why would an IRS agent, number one, need a gun?
Right.
That kind of scares me to begin with. Are we starting another division of the military that the rest of America wasn't aware
well,
of?
you know, yesterday when I was watching like the national news, they were talking about that you could find these job openings on USA Jobs. So I went to USA Jobs yesterday. I didn't realize there were different IRS agents. There's criminal division, like investigative IRS agents. There's all kind of different ones. But
So you telling me you're fixing to head off? And
yeah, because Scotty Ray's going to be my third job. Yeah, but no, I'm not. But I didn't realize there were so many different ones. But yeah, you do wonder. I mean,
got to watch those men with them pencils there. That's America. That's in the headlines across America today. Let's talk about our friends over at Chet. All of us know Chet. He does such a good job at what he does, and that's painting cars and taking care of. You can reach Chet at 737-2961. There's a lot of folks that used him. You'll hear his name mentioned at many coffee shops around town because he does a good job, and that's what it's all about, making the color of the car match what it's supposed to look like. That's what you want.
yeah.
Again.
I saw a two-tone car yesterday, and I thought they hadn't seen Chet.
Yeah, didn't go to Chet.
No, didn't.
You better go there. Of course, this truck here's been hit. All of these got a little damage somewhere. He takes care of this, even down to itty-bitty things. It's a scratch you can't take no more. Whether it's big or large, see Chet, they'll take it in the paint booth here and fix it, make it right. Find them in the curve there on 495, 737-2961. They'll process all of it, make it easy for you. Drop in, visit with them. Find out more about all of this here.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of everything from hospital beds, wheelchairs, reclining back wheelchairs, breathing treatments, CPAPs and supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
The Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville is passing along these great savings. Fresh blueberries, $2.99 a pint. Fresh plums, $1.99 a pound. Fresh strawberries, a 1-pound package, $2.99. Fresh peaches, $1.99 a pound. Heinz tomato ketchup, 32-ounce, $3.79. Coca-Cola products, 12-pack, 12-ounce cans, 2 for $11. And assorted pork chops, $1.79 a pound.
We're down home, down the street, Piggly Wiggly.
Welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace on a Friday morning, already 8:33. Where's the morning going?
I know.
Let's take a look back. Britt's going to pass this test pretty good as we bring up some of these things that happened in the past. Let's go back to 1883, and you go, who could you possibly bring up from 1883 that was born on this day that I would know? Well, we happen to have her, and we all sat down after school, whenever it was. Maybe you watched it when the show was new, but who remembers watching Bewitched? And there she was. Y'all remember her, don't you?
Aunt Clara.
Aunt
was
Clara
up there.
and her doorknob collection.
Yeah.
She was quite the handful, wasn't she?
1883?
That's what I thought. 1883. Goodness, I wouldn't
She
have thought
was-
she'd have been that old when the series was on.
That was 135 plus years. Woo, boy.
Goodness, she played a good role. Though.
And she passed away in 68. Been a spell. That's been 52 years ago. No, 54. Yeah.
Goodness.
Now,
Time's getting away.
I don't know why you didn't wear your jacket today, but Porter, one of your heroes, had a birthday today. He's born in 27.
Man.
I got to see him at the Grand Ole Opry. It was neat. He always
Porter had the best
did his jacket out.
music TV show anybody ever had.
Sure did.
Man, a good
Now,
show.
of course, that's where Dolly come from, how she got her start, for those that don't know all of that. He gave her the break that she needed to make it. And most of the people would only recognize, if they know it now, because it's been so long since a Porter Wagner song has made it anywhere, but the Carroll County accident. And most people always thought he was talking about their little county. And spoiler alert, it was the daddy having an affair at the end of the song. I don't know if y'all know that or not. He had throw his daddy's wedding ring down in the garbage can.
Porter cranked out some good stuff, too.
Yeah.
Remember
sure did.
Tim, he a trademark, a little bit of crooning, a little bit of spooning, a little bit of something, and a lot of honeymooning. That's my trademark.
That's it. Long time ago.
Yeah.
Porter Wagner. He was flashing. He was really the spokesperson of Nashville there for the longest. And I guess that's really been turned over to Marty at this point, being the spokesperson for Nashville.
Yeah,
That's who you think of.
he followed Porter Wagner's career pretty closely with his own.
He did. 2 years later, another guy would be born that would really change the way country music was done. It would be called its own sound. As we go to the Bakersfield sound, it was Buck Owens,
Oh, boy.
born on this date back 29. And they ain't hardly a man alive that don't remember, I'm a picking and I'm a grinning.
Yeah, folks messed with him about, well, that's going to ruin your career. Said, you won't be on the radio anymore. Said, you're on this comedy show. He said, I'm laughing all the way to the bank.
It
Didn't
worked
he
for
sing
him.
that Act Naturally?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
All I got to do is act natural.
Johnny Russell tune.
Yeah. Standing in your welfare line. That was a big one
I'm
for
a
him back in the
big
day.
Buck Owens fan. And
Yeah.
Buck's guitar player, Don Rich, one of the most influential guitar players of all time, playing that Fender Telecaster on the back pickup, playing it down here in the cowboy corner,
Yeah.
tearing it up.
Of course, Buck always, and if you were a close friend of Buck, you got one of those red, white, and blue guitars as a gift, and it was autographed from Buck. Pretty neat little thing. 1939, this show today, everybody still watches. It would hit theaters tonight. It was probably a Friday night back in 39. I don't know for sure. But who remembers this movie?
The Wizard of Oz. That used to be a yearly treat for
It was.
everybody. You know, every year you got to watch it one day. Come on, you know. It was so time. It was fun. When it
Do you
was
have the
time for
nightmares
Wizard
about
of
the little monkeys coming to get you too?
No, that witch though. Oof. The monkeys were kind of scary.
There was a lot of people always talked about they were scared of those little monkeys that jumped around there. But the witch did kind of spook people.
Yeah.
My
But-
favorite part of it was the cowardly lie. If I were king of the forest.
Yeah, that
the
is
cowardly
fun.
lie.
But we watched. I bought this movie not long ago because my son, which is fixing to be 8, had never seen The Wizard of Oz, and I thought surely he's got to see this.
Yeah.
And we took it camping, and we sat and watched it one day. It was like a rainy day, and we sat in there and watched it. And I explained to him, and I was like, "Now look at these 3 guys at the beginning. You know, when
Yeah.
they're on the farm. Look at these 3 guys, and see if you recognize them again."
Yeah.
So it was a neat thing. For
I
me.
never watched it till about 10 years ago when Will was little.
Oh, really?
We
Slipped
decided
by
to
you.
watch it one night. That was my first time to ever see it.
I just remember the most exciting part to me was when it went from black and white into color. You know, it was
Yeah.
just the neatest thing. But anyway,
One of the Cindy Lee says her favorite song would have to be "I Got a Tiger by the Tail" by Old Buck.
oh yeah, that's a
good
good one.
There was a guy that toured with George Jones for a little while. A lot of people didn't know him. They just could hear the voice. He became bigger and bigger, and he would be from Mississippi. A little place called Sledge, Mississippi is where it was from. And in 1969, he had the #1 song on this date. Who remembers "All I Have to Offer You Is Me"? The great Charlie Pride.
Man, what a singer.
He is a good man on top of all that.
Never heard anything bad about him. A lot of them you do, but
Yeah.
I think Charlie was a good fella.
He was everything that you expected there. We would lose a great movie star on this date in 1982, and he was one of the very few that come along. There's 2 or 3 of those. Jimmy Stewart, and I also think of Henry Fonda, that when you heard their voice, you knew who it was. You didn't have to see their face. You knew it because it was so distinctive, and we would lose Henry Fonda on this day back in 1982. Just one of those that was great at Westerns. I love to watch him in those. 2000, this was getting to where country music took a left turn. It did. This was a hit back in the day, back in 2000. Who remembers What About Now? I remember that.
Yeah, I saw them at the Riley Center
They sing
a
that.
couple years ago. They sung all their songs. I mean, yeah, but I did get to see them.
One of the most beautiful women that ever graced the stage of a movie theater. She had an old beau that everybody knew, and it was a big famous movie there, would pass away, and it doesn't seem that long ago. 2014, we lost the beautiful Lauren Bacall on this day. Who Loves You, Baby? Y'all remember that? Of course, her and Humphrey. 1989, I got a little bit out of order here. And some of I had to really think back to remember some of these names. TV Guide, it listed all of the famous girls that were in the news, that anchored the news on that date. I remember Connie Chung, and I remember Diane Sawyer. I had trouble remembering these 2, and this one finally, Maria Shriver.
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 Is that how you say it?
I think it's Shriver. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's kin to the Kennedys
Yeah.
some kind of way.
And then this girl here, I have no idea who she is now. Mary Alice Williams.
She was John F. Kennedy Jr.'s. Was she not his sister?
I think she should have changed her name to Smith where I could
Is she
say
not?
it.
Was she not JFK's
Her
daughter?
daddy was R. Sergeant Shriver, and he married one of the Kennedy girls. And
Okay,
I can't think
okay,
what
yeah.
her name was.
Yeah.
Winnie says she met old Charlie Pride, really down-to-earth man there. And he was. I think most people that's ever bumped into Charlie somewhere would agree with that. Mountain of Love.
Mississippi, you're on my mind. That Jesse Winchester song that Man, what a wonderful song. That should be our state song.
Well, you know, and I had a problem. I know they just changed our state song. Steve Azar got it.
Yeah.
But Roll On, Mississippi, why didn't we have a voice in this? It just kind of happened behind closed doors as other things happen in
That's the way
Mississippi.
they do things over there.
That really, I've never even heard of the Steve Azar song. I'm not running him down. But we have a great Charlie Pride in what even considered.
Yeah.
Just that really, that rattled my world there, how things work over there. Huh.
In that back room, changing things up and voting themselves pay raises.
Yes, they do, don't they? Mississippi, what are we going to do? Worries me, and I hope it does everyone else. Y'all don't rush off. We got another song coming up from the Britt Gully Band. Him and Sugar Like Slim are going to cut loose here in just a second. If you're getting ready to purchase land, make sure you have it surveyed. Contact our friends at the Woodlands Group. Maybe you're selling land, dividing land up. Whatever the case is, the Woodlands Group can help you there. They handle residential and commercial clients. And again, they specialize in property line location, site plans, and a whole lot more. Maybe you have a construction project, and they have the latest equipment to make sure it's done right, including drones. Call Justin Palmer or Brandon Briggs at the Woodlands Group, Surveying Solutions.
One of the most important places to you is your home. That's why Patrick Allen Companies is proud to provide style, functionality, and security to your home. There's nothing quite like a well-designed overhead garage door or vinyl replacement windows, or the safety of a storm shelter to help your family feel protected. Patrick Allen offers doors and windows for commercial and industrial with dozens of innovative designs. Patrick Allen Companies, safety, service, and satisfaction.
And welcome back. Scotty Ray and Candace on this Friday morning as we head toward 9 a.m., believe it or not. Charlie Pride saying, missing Mississippi too, Maureen said. Yeah, that was a good one there. Our special guest this morning is Britt Gully and Sugar Like Slim in the back there. And we were just talking about he's got more hair than me and you ever going to have.
Yeah, he won the hair contest. I forfeited. I was ahead of you for a little while.
A little bit, yeah.
Kimberly Jean likes me to be the long-haired outlaw kind of look.
We're just used to the short-haired Britt.
Yeah, the short-haired outlaw kind of look.
Well, what you going to sing for us next, Britt?
Let's I don't know, somebody said something about Tiger by the Tail a while ago. You want to do a
I've heard
Buck
that.
Owens tune?
Yeah, let's hear some Buck.
I've got a tiger by the tail, it's a plain to see. And I won't be much when you get through with me. I'm losing weight and turning mighty pale. And it looks like I got a tiger by the tail. I thought the day I met you, you were meek as a lamb. Just the kind to fit my dreams and plans. But now the pace we're living makes the wind from the sail. And it looks like I got a tiger by the tail. I've got a tiger by the tail, it's a plain to see. And I won't do much when you get through with me. I'm losing weight and turning mighty pale. And it looks like I got a tiger by the tail. Well, every night you drag me where the white lights are found, and there ain't nowhere else slowing you down. Well, I'm about as helpless as a leaf in a gale, and it looks like I got a tiger by the tail. I've got a tiger by the tail, it's a plain to see. And I won't do much when you get through with me. I'm losing weight and turning mighty pale. And it looks like I got a tiger by the tail. Yes, it looks like I got a tiger by the tail.
Britt Gully.
That's a good one.
Going back for an old Buck Owens song, I Got a Tiger by the Tail.
Somebody need to throw some high harmony in there on that.
Yeah.
New guitar.
And also old guitar.
Oh, guitar. Okay. Looks
It's a different one. I got a barrel of them there.
You got quite a few.
Doug said you were singing that to your wife.
Yeah, I was. I sang them all to her.
Look, we got a couple of birthdays we want to mention.
Do we?
want to say happy birthday to Colton Keller. Hope you have a wonderful day. And Anna Catherine Lee. Hope you're having a great day.
Rumor is at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, somebody had a chat with Biden this week and explained to him how things work. And they gave him a history lesson and said that things are real similar as they were in 1859, that he should pay attention to what's going on across America.
He was alive then, right?
Yeah, I think he was.
He probably was, yeah.
Let's see here. As we look at all of these headlines, it's just shocking how laws come out, as we were talking about in the state of Mississippi, where things are no longer, even if they tell you they're going to pass it along to the public to vote, they don't do it. Backdoor deals are made, and, well, it's history. We hadn't heard any more coming out about Phil Bryant and the issues with the scandal that are going on. It's been kind of quiet for about a week and a half now.
Yeah.
We'll see what happened there. Now, we're also getting some rumor about what was going on with this seizure that went on down at Mar-a-Lago in Florida. They're saying that possibly some documents tied to chemicals, nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Now, do we know? Now, if they were say, you look at all these words when they release a statement that says possibly. Doesn't say that there was any. They said that possibly could be there.
Right.
Whether it's U.S. or other foreign countries that had it.
Well, he said, of course, Donald Trump says that's just not right. It's totally false that there was not anything like that. But it's like we were talking about yesterday, being that there was nobody to witness boxes being opened to see what was in them in the first place before they left his home. Who's to say that somebody they're talking about this all over the news that something's not been planted? You know,
They're liable to find Jimmy Hoffa down there.
Yeah. I'm surprised, really, they hadn't blamed him for it, Britt.
The federal government is brought to play against political opponents. That's pretty scary right there.
Yeah.
The CEO that's leaving
It is.
Whole Foods said he's real worried about this. And this is a headline. He said, socialists are taking over America, and the liberties that he knew of, you're from your education, the military, the liberties he's taken all his life are being threatened by people that no longer believe in the simple values of America. It's a good thing he's leaving, because they'd have probably jumped on him for saying that.
Did they get rid of him?
I think he just retired, went on about his
Okay.
business, from what I understand.
Okay.
Scary here. This is another country, but there was a movie years ago, and I think it was one of those Lifetime women movies, and I got suckered into it. I just had to sit down and watch it at that point. But Buried Alive, did y'all ever see that movie?
No.
Buried alive.
Yeah, his
That would be
wife
awful.
poisons him with some type of special fish that knocked him out, made him look like he was croaked.
Special
So
fish.
Yeah, he was rich. She sold his company real quick. She chunked him in a coffin. Well, he wakes up like 24 hours later, and he's got a claw his way. And the good thing is she was cheap on the funeral. She bought a used coffin there that was wood, and he got out of it. But it actually happened in life where they buried this old boy. It was at Bolivia. They buried him. He passed out, and they thought he was dead, and he had to dig his way out.
Oh, my goodness.
Can you imagine
No.
waking up? Now,
I'm so
Used to have a
like,
bell in the
Yep.
in the coffin.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a big concern of 150 years ago, that they bury you.
with a bell in
Without-
case.
because I guess they didn't do all the embalming and all that stuff. I don't guess.
Yeah.
Back then. So.
And you had to get out somehow. They had to get you down there pretty quick back in the day. There wasn't a lot of time to waste,
Right.
so to speak. Thought y'all might want to know about that. But if you ever get a chance, and I can't remember that guy, he had dark hair that was in that movie. He was good.
Gosh, I'm so claustrophobic. Just thinking about that makes me.
You do-
Makes my skin crawl. Yeah.
It does. It does. Scotty Ray and Candace, as we're beginning your Friday, we're right up on the weekend. Y'all don't rush off. We got more to talk about.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built-in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Welcome back. Let's talk about our friends over at Snowden Company. They're there when it comes time to get yourself a house. Well, you've never had one, or it's time to change. As we all know, the seasons of your life, they do change, whether it's bigger or smaller home.
Yes,
and they got so many to choose from, Candace. You've been online and looked.
I have. You can go online and you can check the houses out, look at them room by room if you want to, and then contact them.
Yep. They'll hook you up with keys to a new one. They're a big one. Maybe you need something smaller. All the kids are finally gone. Left you alone. You got more money you know what to do with now. Well, they can get you into a house that fits your budget now. Visit with them from DeKalb all the way out to Dalewood. Beautiful places to go. They've got just the home that you're looking for. Just browse around. Anywhere from Lauderdale, Kemper Newton, over to Brandon and Flowood, they've got a home. Now, they're going to close tomorrow. They can do you by appointment only. Closed on Sunday to go to church time like everybody else does. They'll be there through 5 o'clock this afternoon. It's Snowden and Company. Visit Amanda. You can't miss her. She always got a smile, and her friendly staff. 601-453-3937 is the number to call, and they'll help you out there. So y'all got a busy weekend ahead of you as well. You're going out. Going down to, is it tonight at the Brick House?
No, it's Saturday night.
Saturday night? I was close, wasn't I?
Till what, midnight?
It's whenever we stop. Yeah, something like that. Looking forward to that one. I'm going to work these two boys mighty hard.
So come on down, visit with y'all, and that's happening tomorrow night.
We'll probably have a special guest or two.
Yeah.
See what's going on.
Maybe Miss Kimberly can get up there and sing.
Maybe she will.
Well, you know, one thing.
Louisiana woman, Mississippi man.
I like that song.
Yeah.
We hadn't heard a gospel tune in a while. You got a gospel tune in that guitar somewhere that you could do for
We
us?
got a bunch of them. Well, I wandered so aimless, life filled with sin. I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Then Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Just like a blind man, I wandered alone. Worries and fears I'd claim for my own. Then like the blind man, that God gave back his sight. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Well, I was a fool to wander and stray, straight is a gate and narrow's a way. Now I have traded the wrong for the right. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
Oh, Hank Williams tune there. I saw the
I
light.
told Scotty Ray it makes you want to dance. I think we need a dance floor in the new studio.
We might need to do that. And, you know, and I want to address this. There were so many people. There's no doubt one of the most influential person that ever existed in music was Hank Williams. A lot of people say he was a drunk, he done this, that, and the other. But Hank also was believed in God and brought so many to Jesus. You know, if it hadn't been for that song, he saved a bunch of folks with it.
The greatest gospel songs, I think, are written by Christians under conviction,
Yeah.
sinners under conviction.
And Britt, you know this from stories gone by of people that actually knew Hank. the story of how that song came about. You tell it like no one else ever has.
They were coming back in from a job late at night. I think he was young, and his mama was driving, and the band was in there, and coming back into Montgomery, and they were getting pretty close to the radio tower where they could see it. And Hank woke up and asked how far out are we? Well, we can't be far because I saw the light on top of the radio tower.
Mm-hmm.
And it all came about from there.
He woke up and wrote the song.
You know, Hank always, and Alan Jackson even used that thing. He said, I just held the pen, God wrote it, and I just happened to hold the pen. Isn't that how he worded that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, oh boy. We want to thank y'all for coming in and spending a little time with us this morning and
Yes.
giving us a little enlightenment there. Y'all be out tomorrow night. Hope everybody can come see you.
Man, I hope so.
Enjoyed it so much. Joseph, you did a great job. Britt, you always do a great job.
Thank you. Y'all
Thank you.
always enjoy listening to you. Listen to you every day.
Hey, and don't let them folks there saying they come to cut your hair have it. Don't you let that get to you.
That's your signature look.
We are coming up at the top of the hour, and again, it's a great-looking weekend. We want to remind you about the forecast. We do have a 60% chance of showers happening. It's going to be late this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get that somewhere around 3 o'clock.
So take your umbrellas to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'll need it. Now, we've got a heat index of about 97 today, so warm. Tomorrow, the weekend's going to look great. Sunshine returning. And next week, some highs only in the 80s, believe that or
Oh,
not.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm dreading winter already.
Oh, yeah.
Could be a cold one. Again, we want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining us and making this such a success the way you do every day. We'll be back bright and early come Monday morning to let you know what happens this weekend. Good, bad, or ugly, we'll be here one way or another.
Yes, y'all have a wonderful weekend. Hope to see you back on Monday morning, 8 a.m.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: